February 3rd here in southern Ontario, Canada. So I've been watching this one for a while because it sounds like tinfoil. Chickens not laying eggs. It's just too much of it out there not to believe it's real. Now, let me say first off, chickens reduce the number of eggs they lay in the winter because the daylight hours shorten. In commercial places, or I've had chickens many years here, I don't have any now. You just put a fluorescent light in the coop and set it on a timer so that it comes on, before the sun comes up, and it stays on or comes back on in the evening hours to extend the daylight hours as they would be in summer. Then your egg production isn't reduced. So, yes, chickens lay less eggs in the winter if you don't extend their daylight hours, but they don't stop laying eggs. Now, coming out of the States is just from way too many people to believe it's a theory. Their hens aren't laying eggs if they're eating commercial feed. Here's an example. I saw one gal has chickens at home. She said chickens like for 30 years at home. I don't know, a dozen, 20 chickens, not a commercial operation. And like since Halloween, she was getting no eggs, none, not a one from the whole flock. And wherever she's from, I don't know exactly. They don't have snow. They don't have like winter like we have, but they do have reduced daylight hours. So she started free ranging them. She opened up the coop and their enclosure and let them run around the yard. They started laying eggs again. She's like, whoa. So then she shows in her video, she goes, there, I dump the commercial feed on the ground. They walk right past it. They don't even want it. They go out and graze as chickens will, scratch, peck, carry on. They eat a lot of vegetation. You wouldn't believe how much chickens eat, and bugs, and if they love bugs, worms, anything that's a source of protein. So then there's other chicken people, again, not commercial producers. And they say, yeah, well, I just, like one gal said, I started feeding them my goat feed, which is very similar to chicken feed. They started laying again. And more videos, again, home chicken growers with egg hens. So I just started mixing my own instead of buying the commercial stuff. You get some cracked corn, you get some barley, you get some busted up sunflower seeds. Chickens will eat almost anything. Another person with like 4 hens goes, well, I just quit feeding them the commercial stuff and started feeding them more table scraps and peelings and just anything I could get my hands on. Yeah, the hens are laying again. So, is this a mistake by the commercial chicken food producers? Purina's a big one, I gather. Well, they've been making chicken feed for a long time. They know the ratio of protein, this, that. You get different formulas for your chickens at different ages, different formulas for laying hens as opposed to meat hens, etc., etc. It's kind of hard to believe they made a mistake in their production. Like, one batch, Louis was sleeping at the helm and didn't put in enough protein, whatever that may be. I don't think so. They want us hungry, people. It's not a conspiracy theory.